Hello everyone, welcome to News Extra and the Chimney Rock Pioneer Days just around the corner, and I have John Schmall, the treasurer for the organizing committee, with me today.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for joining us
You
today.
bet.
All roads lead to Bayard 2.0.
Yeah, we used that theme last year, that all roads lead to Bayard, which if you've been around the valley for any length of time, it really does. And we had good response to that theme, so we just extended it out one more year, call it All Roads Lead to Bayard 2.0.
Of course, it's a 3-day celebration.
Yes.
Celebrating the heritage of Bayard and Chimney Rock.
Yes,
extension.
absolutely.
Start off first telling us what's going to be going on starting up on the 6th.
So Friday, we will have, it's kind of an informal start to the evening. We have an away football game, Bayard does, so things kind of key down. But we'll have a beer garden and a dance Friday night down at the park to get things going. That'll kick off it's technically the 30th Chimney Rock Pioneer Days. Okay. Bayard had its centennial in 1988. Chimney Rock Pioneer Days started in 1989. But our roots go back. There was what they called a fall roundup, clear back into the 50s and 60s.
Oh, wow.
So this event in various forms kind of has a long-standing tradition of happening in the fall in Bayard.
Of course, the bigger activities taking place on Saturday. Very jam-packed day, full of activity.
Yeah, we start out with Pancake feed at the Legion starting at 7. New this year, a Mutt Strut 5K. Take your dog on a 5K.
Okay.
It's free. Show up at the park and go on a dog walk. Parade check-in starts then at 9, with the parade beginning at 11 to kind of wind up the morning, and then the afternoon sits pretty full of events as well.
Yeah, it sure is. Looks like we've got things. Beer garden opening up, food vendors, craft vendors.
Food vendors, craft vendors.
What kind of foods and crafts can
food
people,
trucks. There are, at last count, I believe, 9 different food vendors across the spectrum, from full meal service to snow cones to cupcakes and everything in between. Craft vendors, quite a few of those. Horseshoe tournament starts. We have a cornhole tournament. Since it's Saturday in September, we'll have the football game on TVs down at the beer garden. Kind of a special thing for us this year, Kincaider Brewing Company out of Broken Bow is going to have a beer tent as well.
Oh, okay.
One of the founders of Kincaider is a Bayard native.
All right.
So we were able to get him to come back, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah,
that'll be a lot of fun there. So they'll be set up all day Saturday, noon to midnight.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Along with our regular beer garden and our other food vendors there as long as they go. There's bounce houses. Free for kids. Those run all day, live entertainment. And then Saturday night, we'll close out Saturday. 5 to Life will be on the band stage. And then Sunday, I believe starting at 1, there's a trap shoot, kind of a long-standing event that's been held around Pioneer Days, kind of close us out there.
Yeah, of course, something like this doesn't happen in a vacuum. It takes a whole lot of help to put something like this on. We'll be back in just a moment on News Extra to tell you about that. And we're back on News Extra, and I have John Schmall, the treasurer for the organizing committee for Chimney Rock Pioneer Days, which is coming up the 6th through the 8th of September in the community of Bayard. Again, thank you very much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Something like this just doesn't happen overnight. There's got to be a lot of planning with volunteers as well as sponsors.
There is. So we start planning Pioneer Days basically the same month that we end the previous one. Okay. We'll meet the 4th Tuesday in September, kind of hash over what we did, what worked, what didn't. We'll firm up our dates, and we'll start making plans for Pioneer Days 2020 right away. A lot of donations. It costs, even for a town as small as Bayard, it's anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 to put this on, and to have everything be free. Other than what you consume there in food and drink. The entertainment's free. The bounce houses are free. Yeah. The pancake feed is free. We try to do everything as low or no cost as possible. So we get a lot of donations, a lot of businesses, a lot of individuals, a lot of time.
You do fundraisers in
We
advance?
do. In March, we have the Night on the Town, which was started back in the late 90s as a fundraiser for Pioneer Days. Which it still is. It's kind of evolved into an event in and of itself. It's a great night in Bayard. We have a nice dinner and a live auction. It's a great time. And then we use that money coupled with the money we do make off the beer garden. That is another revenue source for us. Sure. And that allows us to plan, pay for the entertainment, the bounce houses, set up and tear down, and it's a good time. One event I forgot to mention, we do have a movie in the park Saturday night as well. Yeah. the city of Bayard, tremendous help to us, along with most other businesses in town, whether that's monetarily or in-kind donations. Some of the businesses lend equipment and personnel to help with setup and tear down. So
okay, and of course, free admission, I should say, out at the Chimney Rock Visitors Center.
Yes.
For the 7th and 8th.
Yeah, absolutely.
For that Saturday and Sunday, and of course, once this is done, and of course, you start planning later on in September. You've got other events coming up for the city of Bayard too.
Absolutely. So in Bayard later this fall, I believe it's the 8th of November, it's whatever that Friday is the Bayard Depot Sip and Sample, long-standing fundraiser for the depot, and Pioneer Days actually does help with that as well. As a committee, we provide some funds and some assistance to put that event on, which is also a fun event there in Bayard on a Friday night.
So a whole lot of fun that's coming up right around the corner, September 6th through the 8th. Food, entertainment, crafts, Midwest Events DJ, the Mutt Strut.
The Mutt Strut 5K.
That's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Are you encouraging people to dress up their mutts by chance, or?
You know, if you want to dress up your dog, more power to you. My dog won't make a 5K, so. Okay.
Well, I know the parade participants always dress up, usually in Pioneer type clothing.
You know,
in a lot of cases.
A lot of cases they do. We try to recognize our pioneer and homesteading heritage. Chimney Rock Pioneer Days, paying homage to that. So, and as is with all things Bayard, Chimney Rock kind of looms large. Our Chimney Rock float has had a little bit of a facelift for this year, so that'll be front and center in our parade, actually second and center, but yeah.
That is Pioneer Days out in Bayard. Celebrating Chimney Rock Pioneer Days, coming up the 6th through the 8th of September. John, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.